I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us on a beautiful Sunday night here at the historic Bolivar Speedway in Bolivar, Missouri. We are going to get underway with our first round of hot lap sessions, or heat race sessions, I apologize. Heat races are going to be rolling out here shortly. Right now, we are going to have our Atterbury MFA USRA tuners going to be rolling out onto the track right now. One heat for the night. And this is how they're going to line up, ladies and gentlemen. Starting on the pole, going to be the 93 of Daniel Barton. And on his outside, the 3 of Philip Long. Row 2 on the inside is going to be the 9T of Robert Tosh. And on his outside, last week's feature winner, the 42 of Gregory Owens. Those are your stars and cars for your USRA Tuner Heat Race #1 of the night. And in the meantime, while we are waiting for our USRA tuners to roll out, I need each one of you to do me a favor. Are you listening? All of you. Tom, you're ahead of yourself. Calm down. All right, everybody put your hand up. No, your other hand. No, your other hand. Okay, now put it down. Now pick it back up. Now go to your left. Your other left. Tom, you're confusing me. Hi. You smile? No? Oh, I just scared that little girl. She's like, yep, I ain't coming back here ever again. Okay, ma'am, with the baby, this lady is all excited because you have a baby. I can't hear, kind of. That means she's sleeping.
Shut up.
Oh, I just got told to be quiet. Hey, I got some earmuffs up here in my backpack. Oh. Look, it's been a long... It's been a long day, all right? And we still got a lot of racing left to do.
So if you have to...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I see heat race #1 of the night. Your USRA tuners rolling out onto the track right now. That's the 93 of Daniel Barton, followed by the 42 of Greg Owens. I see the 14 of Nicholas Cole, the 3 of Philip Long, and the 9T of Robert Tosh. All right, Daniel Barton, Greg Owens going to lead them down into turn 1 and 2 out front. Robert Tosh, Nicholas Cole right there in the second row with the 3 of Philip Long, bringing up the shotgun tonight. Phil to work on into turn number 3 and out of turn 4. Just kidding, guys. I bet you all got excited. Whoa! Hey, you see the lady with the Budweiser sign? Her friend's got blue hair. Like, did you get in a fight with a Smurf and they won? Oh, yeah, she got beat up by a Smurf. Hey, Aaron, you are needed in the announcer's booth. All right, ladies and gentlemen, lights off. We're going to be green flag racing next time by Barton Owens. Going to lead them down the backstretch at a snail's pace. Robert Tosh, Nicholas Cole going to be in that row number 2. Philip Long going to be bringing up the shotgun, the back row here tonight in heat number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, out of turn number 4. Green flags in the air. We're underway with heat race number 1. Daniel Barton jumps out to a great race lead, but Robert Tosh right there to the inside. Greg Owens on the high side. Hustle on the back stretch. He's got the run. Greg Owens, last week's feature winner, moves into the number 1 spot. Robert Tosh going to move up to the high side of the track and try to move around Barton, but Barton's going to slide up and shut the door. Lap 1's going to go to the 42 of Greg Owens as he's going to lead that lap there. Robert Tosh diving down to the bottom side of Daniel Barton trying to get a run. Robert Tosh, Daniel Barton, door-to-door drag race. Daniel Barton's going to control the number 2 spot as Greg Owen is out front with a commanding lead. He's trying to check out like my bank account on a Friday night while Robert Tosh has moved around Barton into the number 2 spot. Nicholas Cole sitting right there in the 4th position. Philip Long back here in the back of the pack by himself. Greg Owens got a great job, doing a great job of driving this track here in the heat races as he's got her set on kill tonight. He's the man with the plan out front. Robert Tosh, Daniel Barton trying to get some running room to catch up to the 9T, but not going to make it stick as Robert Tosh controls the 2nd position for another lap. Greg Owens going to come out of turn number 4. He's going to be catching some lap traffic. That's the number 3 of Philip Long. Lap traffic may be what Barton and Tosh need to catch up to the leader, but right now Greg Owens has got her set on a rail as he's going to make quick work of the lap traffic and move around him, put that car, Philip Long, a lap down. Philip Long knows that he's got to stomp on the loud pedal. Whoa, look out, he's kind of fishtailing it, slides around down the front stretch. He's gonna keep her moving. We're gonna stay green as Philip Long's gonna keep that car rolling. Doctor's jackets in the air. We're gonna have one more trip around the historic Bolivar Speedway. Greg Owens going to take it down the backstretch, move around the lap traffic, put Philip Long 2 laps down. Greg Owens slides it into turn 3, goes up high. Coming out of turn 4, Doctor's jackets in the air for the 42 of Greg Owens. Robert Tosh, Daniel Barton rounding out your top 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your Bobcat of Springfield Power-Eyed Pure Stocks getting ready to roll out tonight for their heat race action. Here's how it's going to go down. Starting on the pole is going to be the 60 of Bobby Keith. And on his outside, the 8K of Tyler Knudsen. Row 2 on the inside is going to be the 21 of Lenny Lipe. And on his outside, the 47 of Rodney Lieber. Row 3 on the inside is going to be the 05 of Grayson McKinney. On his outside, Okay, guys, there was a miscommunication. By my schedule, Pure Stocks were supposed to be next. But that is enduro cars out there right now. That is the 174 of Dayton Harper and the 06 of Scott Simons. That is the 12 of Eddie Lamke going to be out there joining them. The 12 of Eddie Lamke got a right front flat on that car as he's going to make a hard right turn to pit road. He's going to be making a trip to the Heartbreak Hotel here tonight. But right now we got a door-to-door battle as they come out of turn 4 down the front stretch. The 6 of Simmons is going to be the race leader. Pure Stock drivers, line up for your heat race. Pure Stock drivers, line up for your heat race. Midwest Mods, you are up after the Pure Stocks. Midwest Mods, you are up after the Pure Stocks. All right, your enduro car is going to be making their way off the track, and we're going to try this one more again. Your Bobcat of Springfield, Power Eye Pure Stock Heat Race #1 should be the next class rolling out onto the track right now. Pure Stock drivers, let's get out here for your heat race. Pure stock drivers, get out here for your heat race. Midwest Mod drivers, get to the staging lanes. You are up next. Midwest Mod drivers, staging lanes, you are up next. Stock car drivers, you are up after the Midwest Mods. Be ready for your heat races, guys. Let's get this night rolling. If anybody is missing a neck brace in the pits, Carla Lampy, the 421 car, go see her. She has it. All right, we're going to try this one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Your Bobcat of Springfield Power Eye Pure Stock. Heat race number 1. Starting on the pole is going to be the 60 of Bobby Keith on his outside, the 8K of Tyler Knudsen. Row number 2 on the inside is going to be the 21 of Lenny Lipen on his outside, the 47 of Rodney Lieber. Row 3 on the inside is going to be the 05 of the Silent Stalker, Grayson McKinney, and on his outside, the 23R of Jeff Reed. Looking like the 47 not going to be able to make the call tonight. That's going to move McKinney up to the outside of Lipe, and Reed riding shotgun by his lonesome tonight. Those are your stars and cars for your Power Eye Pure Stock heat race number 1. Hey, gentlemen that just walked down to the fence, can we have you come back up here, please? It's just a safety issue. Yes, gentlemen, can you guys please come back up here? It's just a safety insurance issue, that's all. Green flags in the air. We're rocking and rolling down the front stretch. McKinney got a great jump to the back bumper at Knudsen. Bobby Keith going to try to jump out to an early late street, but Knudsen's got to run down the backstretch. He's going to bring McKinney with him. McKinney going to try to poke his nose in there, make it 3 wide. Keith going to slide it up a little too high. We got 3 wide out of turn 4 down the front stretch. Grayson McKinney to the race lead as he's got Bobby Keith going to do the high side hustle and try to make it happen, but Keith goes way too high, loses some ground as McKinney and Knudsen are going to start to pull away from the rest of the field. Out of turn 4, we got a door-to-door battle with McKinney and Knudsen. McKinney not going to waste any time as he's going to put the hammer down and try to pull away from the rest of the field. The 21 of Lenny Light making a hard right turn off the track. Tough break for him. But coming out of turn number 4, it's going to be the Silent Stalker of Grayson McKinney. Grayson McKinney out front, Knudsen right there, Jeff Reed, Bobby Keith. That's how your race lined up right now. Out of turn 4, McKinney's going to get the halfway mark. We got 4 down, 4 to go. The 60 of Bobby Keith taking it around in treacherous turn 4 as he has come to a dead stop. Right now, the way it sits, you got Grayson McKinney, Tyler Knudsen, Jeff Reed, Bobby Keith. That's how it's lined up right now. Lenny Lipe had to take a hard right turn to the Heartbreak Hotel. Midwest Mods, get to the staging lanes. Midwest Mods, staging lanes, you are out next. Stock cars, you are after the Midwest Mods. Stock car drivers, you are after the Midwest Mods. Lights off, we're gonna be green flag racing next time by. McKinney gonna lead them down into turn number 3. Gonna get off the bottle on the throttle as we're out of turn number 4. Green flag, zip back in the air. Tyler Knudsen goes to the back bumper of McKinney, but McKinney's going to power away as he's going to drive it down into turn number 3. Coming out of turn 4, Grayson. McKinney's going to be your race leader. Jeff Reed making a run on Knudsen. And Brian Keith going to go around in treacherous turn 4 again, but he's going to keep it rolling. We're staying green, ladies and gentlemen. As McKinney, oh, look out, Jeff Reed going around in treacherous turn 4. Yellow is out. Yellow is out for the 23R of Jeff Reed as he takes it around in treacherous turn 4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to shut the lights down. We're going to go green flag racing next time by. McKinney, Knudsen, Reed, and Keith. That's how it's lined up right now. The silent stalker, the man with the plan. He's out front. He's going to lead them down the backstretch. We're going to snug them up, stack them, and pack them. Ladies and gentlemen, into 3 we're going to go. Out of turn 4, we're going to drop the hammer as we're going to have 2 laps remaining for the silent stalker of Grayson McKinney. Down into 1 and 2, they're going to go Knudsen to the back bumper of McKinney. Your top 2 are going to start to pull away. McKinney's going to take it down into 3. Knudsen right there again to the back bumper. Coming out of turn 4, checkered flags in the air for the 05 of Grayson McKinney. That's going to wrap up your Bobcat of Springfield Power Eye Pure Stock Heat Race of the night. Out next, we're going to have some Pettibone Tree Service Power Eye Midwest Mod action. Going to have 2 heat races tonight. And here's how heat race number 1's going to go. Starting on the pole is going to be the 64 of PD Pete Richardson. And on his outside, the 45 of Colt 45 Cheevers. Row 2 on the inside is going to be the 21K of Sam Keller. On his outside, the XL7 of Colby Carter. Row 3 on the inside is going to be the 29 of Justin Oliver. And on his outside, the 5S of Jess Fitzpatrick. That's your stars and cars for your Pettibone Tree Service Power Eye Midwest Mod Heat Race number 1. Going to lay a little water down on the track, and then we're going to roll them out and get them ready to go. Some track prep going on throughout the night. Not going to lie, we got a lot of people in the stands tonight. I'm liking it. I'm loving it. Can everybody say hey? Yeah, I didn't hear you guys. Can you get louder? That's more like it. Okay, just for that, I will say hey back. I did say hey back. I said, I'm going to say hey back. So see, I said it at the end of that sentence there, Tom. Okay? Jeez, you're going to make me cry, sir. Yeah, all right, here comes your heat race number 1 for your Power Eye Midwest Mod. 64 of Pete Richardson right there. Colt 45 Cheevers. The 21K of Sam Keller, the XL7 of Colby Carter, the 29 of Justin Oliver, and the 5S of Jess Fitzpatrick. Gonna roll in a little bit of the moisture here before we drop the hammer here tonight. Is the baby still asleep? Excuse me, ma'am. Is your baby still sleeping? She's ignoring me. She's ignoring me. That is rude. Rolling in the moisture here that we lay down on the track, trying to make the surface as quick as possible for you race fans tonight for a great night of racing. All right, we're going to stack them and pack them and get them ready to come back around for the green flag. Green flag's in the air for that start. Colt 45 jumps out to a great start there. Pete Richardson. All right, we're going to try this one more again. We got them stacked, we got them packed. We're ready to come back around for the green flag. Lights off, we're going to be green flag racing as PDP Richardson and Colt 45 Cheever's going to lead them down the backstretch. Justin Oliver, Colby Carter, row number 2, Sam Keller, Jess Fitzgerald, row 3. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Green flags in the air. Colt 45 Cheevers jumps out to a great start as he's got her set on kill tonight. Down the backstretch, he's going to take them into turn number 1. PDP Richardson riding into the number 2 spot. Cheevers with the three-wheeler as he's going to cross the stripe and lead lap number 1. Down out of turn number 4, Colt Cheevers is going to lead another lap as Pete Richardson's riding number 2. Look out! Yellow is out. Yellow is out. Treacherous turn 4 claimed 2 more victims tonight as the 5S of Jeff Fitzgerald and the XL7 of Colby Carter goes around in treacherous turn 4. All right, we're going to get them stacked back up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to single file them up right here. They're single file stacked up right here. We're going to do another restart as we're going to be green flag racing when we come across the stripe right now. Colt 45 Cheevers, Pete Richardson, the top two out front. Into turn 3, we're going to go fill the work on into turn 4. Out of 4, drop the hammer, ladies and gentlemen. We're back to green flag racing. Colt Cheevers jumps out to the race lead. Pete Richardson right there behind him. Justin Oliver in third. Sam Keller going to try to run the number 4 spot as he's got Jeff Fitzgerald right there on the back bumper. Pete Richardson trying to catch up to the 45 of Cheevers, but he just can't get a groove to work. Cheevers has got her set on kill as he's got a 3-wheeler, folks. He's showing that you don't need the left front to drive these cars as he's going to take it down into turn 1 and 2. He's going to lead another lap. Down the backstretch, Cheevers is going to take them. Richardson in second. Oliver, Keller, Carter, and Fitzpatrick. Cheevers slides it up to the high side, going to cross the stripe again with another lap led. Your top two, Cheevers and Richardson, kind of checking out from the rest of the field as they got one whole turn on the guy in third, which is Justin Oliver. Sam Keller sitting in fourth. Cheevers got the left front up almost all the way down the backstretch. White flag is in the air. One more trip around for Colt Cheevers. Oh, look out. Oh, Colby Carter saves it. He saves it. We're staying racing. And a turn 4. Who's it going to be? Drag race. Pete Richardson at the stripe by a bumper steals the win from Colt Cheevers. Tough break for Colt Cheevers as Richardson comes around him on the front stretch. Holy shoot, ladies and gentlemen. Great racing by our first heat race of Midwest Mod drivers. All right, out next, we got some more Pettibone Tree Service Power Eye Midwest Mods heat race number 2. Starting on the pole is going to be the 4 of Caleb Rhodes. And on his outside, the 5R of Dallas. On the bottom, Richardson. Row 2 on the inside is going to be the 17 of Rick Lampion. On his outside, the 91 of the young gun, Boyd Miller. Row 3 on the inside is going to be the 21 of Kelby Keith. And on the outside, the 7R of Rich Reynolds. Those are your stars and cars for heat race number 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they're stacked, they're packed. We got the lights turned off. We're going to be green flag racing next time by. All right, Rhodes and Richardson going to lead them down the backstretch at a snail's pace. They are just inchworming it along into turn number 3. Hoyt, Miller, Lampy right there in row number 2. We're going to fill the work on in. Ladies and gentlemen, out of turn number 4, heat race number 2 is underway. Rhodes jumps out to an early race read. Richardson right there in the number 2 spot. Hoyt, Miller to the back bumper. Lampy to the back bumper. The 7R goes way high up on the track. Rhodes going to try to drive away. Look out! Rhodes goes around. Comes to a complete stop. Richardson takes advantage. The 4 of Caleb Rhodes goes around in treacherous turn 4, bringing out the first caution of the race tonight. Dallas on the bottom. Richardson going to be your race leader. The young gun of Hoyt Miller going to be right there in the number 2 spot. Rick Lampy in the number 3 spot. Green flag's underway. Richardson jumps off to a great start there. But Lampy right down to the bottom side. Hoyt Miller down there on the bottom side of Richardson. He's going to try to make a run. Oh, Hoyt Miller got a little crazy coming out of turn 2. Lampy got a great jump on that restart. Ooh, nice driving. Look out. We got a little bit of trouble down there. Yellow was out. Yellow was out again for the 4 of Caleb Rhodes. The 7R of Rich Reynolds kind of got a little too wide in there. Caleb Rhodes got on the brakes and took it around. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to fill the work on into turn 3 and out of 4. All right, lights off. We're going green flag racing. He had a turn 4. Rick Lampy got a great start. Hoyt Miller trying to get to the bottom side of Richardson. Richardson goes to the back bumper of Lampy. Hoyt Miller down on the inside of Richardson. We got a drag race down the backstretch. Miller going to get a great jump and move on up into the number 2 spot. Oh, right up on the nose of Dallas. Richardson goes Miller. Lampy out front. Hoyt Miller going to try to catch the veteran of Rick Lampy, the young gun. Going to be moving his way up there as he's driving down the bottom. Oh, look out! The 21 of Kelby Keith goes around in turn 3 and 4, which is going to cause the 4 of Caleb Rhodes to go around as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the light's going to go off. We're going to be green flag racing this next time by Lampy, Miller, Richardson, your top three. Here we go, green flags back in the air. We're underway with racing action as Rick Lampy comes out front. Boyd Miller to the number 2 spot, Dallas Richardson in third. Rick Lampy out front as he's going to come out of turn number 4. Richardson goes way high in 3 and 4. That's going to allow the 4 of Caleb Rhodes to get down on the bottom side. Rhodes going to get around Richardson there as Lampy and Miller are going to be out front by their lonesome. Going to have the 2 to go sign as we cross the stripe right here. Out of turn 4, we're going to have the doctor's jackets in the air. One more trip around Bolivar Speedway for the 17 of Rick Lampy. Boyd Miller's just make it or break it time for him as he's got 2 turns left to go. Into 3, we're going to take him. Boyd Miller to the back bumper. He's going to try to make a run. Not going to get at the stick. Checkered flag for the 17 of Rick Lampy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, up next, gonna have a little A&J Towing and Auto Repair USRA stock car action. Starting on the pole is gonna be the 174 of Derek Lampy, and on his outside, the 421 of Carlo Lampy. Row 2 on the inside is going to be the 0F of Mason Beck, and on his outside, the 20 of Robbie Jones. Riding shotgun tonight is going to be the 35C of Zach Zygon. Those are your stars and cars for your USRA stock car heat of the night. For those of you who don't remember, the 35 of Zach Zygon rolled his car at the beginning of the season. He took a tumble, and it is great to see him back out here in action. And we're going to see if he's got all the bugs and kinks worked out of the 35 machine here tonight. All right, lights off, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be green flag racing next time by Lampy, and Lampy going to lead them down into turn 3. Out of 4, we're going to drop the hammer. Oh, buddy, we got a drag race down the front stretch. Lampy and Lampy out front. Beck and Jones right there. Jones making a move on Carla Lampy to get around her. Mason Beck's there as well. Derek Lampy out front, but he goes up way too high. That's going to allow Beck and Jones to get around. Zach Zygon over there in turn 3 and 4 taking it around. All right, so yellow comes out for the 35 of Zach Zygon. We are gonna try this again. dropping the green flag. We're going to go Mason Beck out front. Robbie Jones in the number 2 spot. Derek Lampy, Carla Lampy right there in 3 and 4. Saigon trying to get the bugs worked out of the car as he rolled at the beginning of the season. But right now it's the Mason Beck show as he's going to come out of turn 4. He's going to lead another lap. Look out. Derek Lampy around in turn 4. Derek Lampy takes it around in treacherous turn 4. He had a turn 4. We're going to go dropping the green flag. Mason Beck off to a great start. Robbie Jones to the back bumper. Down into 1. They're going to rock and roll. Lampy's up there in the number 3 spot. Carla Lampy's in the 3 spot. Zach Zygon banking a run on Carla. Not going to get it to stick as she powers down the backstretch ahead of him. The 0F of Mason Beck's going to come out of 4 and lead another lap. Zach Zygon trying to get to the inside of Lampy. Not going to get it to hold. She's going to pull ahead into turn 1 and 2. But Beck and Jones are going to try to check out from the race. They're going to go down into turn 3 and out of 4. It's going to be Beck, Jones, Lampy, Zygon, and Lampy. Into turn 3, the 0F of Mason Beck's gonna lead it. Robbie Jones right there to the back tire, not gonna get it to hold. We're gonna have 2 to go. Zygon's got around Carla Lampy into the number 3 spot. Robbie Jones gonna drive it down in there a little harder this time to try to get something to work. Not gonna happen. Doctor's jackets in the air. We got one more trip around the historic Bolivar Speedway. Look out! Derek Lampy goes around, but he takes it down into the infield. Great driving by him. We're gonna stay green flag racing. As we're gonna come out of turn number 4, the 0F of Mason Beck's gonna take the heat race. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some Ramsey Ranch and Hay USRA B-Mod action lined up for you tonight. And this is how she's going to line up. Starting on the pole is going to be the 33 of TJ Whited. And on his outside, the 9P of Sam Petty. Row 2 on the inside is going to be the 28 of Crew Wahlberg. And on his outside, the 1B of the Asphalt Batman, Dustin Jennings. Correction, ladies and gentlemen. It is your Show Me Rinse Power Ice Super Stocks. Gonna give them 6 laps around the quick quarter mile. The 83K of Danny Fitzpatrick and the G1 of Nick Gibson. Green flags in the air for some super stock action here tonight. Nick Gibson out to a great start. The 83 of Fitzpatrick right there to the back bumper. but Gibson is gonna power down the backstretch and pull away. Nick Gibson, he's got a great line on that beautiful black and blue #1 car as he's powering down the backstretch in the #1 position. He's led every lap here right now. The out of turn for the G1 of Nick Gibson's going to lead the lap. The 83 of Denny Fitzpatrick. I'm pretty sure that was a Superman on the side of his car, so he just earned the nickname Denny the Superman Fitzpatrick. But right now, out of turn #4, it's going to be G-Money Gibson as he's going to have 2 more laps to go. Doctor's jacket's in the air for G-Money. He's got 1 more trip around Superman coming out of turn #4. He's got the white flag as well, 1 more trip. Out of turn #4, it is the G1 of Nick G-Money Gibson. And Superman took it around in turn 3, so Superman coming in the #2 spot in that 83 car of Denny Fitzpatrick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it is your Ramsey Ranch and Hay USRA B mods. Starting on the pole, it's going to be the 31 of TJ Whited. And on his outside, the 9P is Sam Petty. Row 2 on the inside is going to be the 28 of Crew Walburn. And on car. Looks like Crew Walburn is strapping into the XL7 car there. So the 28 is the black and green car there. That's driven by Crew Walburn. We're going to see what he can do here in the B-Mod class. Not his normal car that he races. So we're going to see what he can do with a borrowed car. Into turn #3 and out of 4, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Petty Whited going to lead them down the front stretch. Oh boy, Well, Crew Walburn to a race lead. TJ Whited and Sam Petty got together. Those of you watching at home on ShowMeDirt.tv, instant replay coming up. Whited gets a little too wide and bam, hooks the front bumper of Sam Petty. We'd like to thank you watching at home on ShowMeDirt.tv. Thank you for tuning in, but we would love to see your smiling face here at the historic Bolivar Speedway. I want to thank each and every one of you in attendance tonight. Thank you for coming out tonight. Don't forget, if you got a little rumbling in your tummy, go visit the concession stand right behind you. Visit the beer garden, get you an ice cold refreshing Busch Light. All right, ladies and gentlemen, lights off. We're going to be green flag racing next time by Crew Walburn, Sam Petty, TJ Whited. That's how it's lined up. Crew Walburn out front by his lonesome. Off the bottle on the throttle. Here we go with green flag racing. Crew Walburn out front down on that bottom side of the line. Oh boy, Sam Petty kind of clipped the infield tractor tire, but he kept her rolling. Sam Petty drives it down to the bottom side. He's going to try to make a run around Crew Walburn. He's going to get it to hit. Sam Petty the race lead. TJ Whited around in treacherous turn number 4. All right, our hillbilly Hummer over there, the diamond-plated push truck, gonna help out the 33 at TJ Whited. Looks like, oh, he's gonna make the turn. I thought we was about to do some off-roading in that modified. You know, lock in them hubs, guy, and hold on. All right, check it out. Listen, just grab the steering wheel and hold on tight. It'll only hurt for a minute. Yeah, all right, our safety crew got TJ Whited pushed out of the way there without making him take a ride down the hillside. So the way it sits, Sam Petty, Crew Walburn, TJ Whited. Lights are going off. We're going green flag racing next time by. I haven't seen none of you in attendance get up and go visit that concession stand yet. Oh, sorry, you going to the concession stand? Probably not. All right. Into 3, we're going to go. Sam Petty's going to lead them. Out of 4, we're going to get off our feet, off our seat, on our feet, because green flag's racing. Sam Petty out to the race lead as Crew Walburn riding into the number 2 spot. TJ Whited back there in 3rd. White flags in the air. One more trip around for your Ramsey Ranch and Hay USRAP mods. Okay, looks like we had a white flag come out a little too soon. Our flagman got a little excited. Sam Petty still your race leader. Now it is officially the white flag, 1 to go for your race leader, the 9 of Sam Petty. Yeah, to turn number 4 for the final heat race of the night, the 9P of Sam Petty. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take about a 15-minute intermission. Visit that concession stand right behind you. Visit the beer garden. In about 15 minutes, we're going to be back underway with our first feature of the night. Coming out of turn number 4, the 174 at Dayton Harper, going to be your race leader. Oh, we're sideways down the front stretch and into 1. Hopefully he don't pull a loop-de-loop and take it around, but down into 3 and out of turn 4, the 174 of Dayton Harper's your race leader. He's been on a tear right now as he's led every single lap. I'd like to thank all of you at home for watching on ShowMeDirt.tv, but we'd love to see your smiling face here at Bolivar Speedway. Down into 1 and 2, they're gonna go the 06 trying to get some momentum to gain. Gonna come across the stripe. We're gonna have 2 more trips around the speedway for the 174. It's been the Dayton Harper show right now because he's led every lap. We're gonna see if he's got what it takes to hold on to the lead. Doctors, jackets in the air. 1 more trip around the historic Bolivar Speedway for Dayton Harper. Scott Simmons knows he's got to make something happen. Kind of bobbled it out of turn number 2, so the 174 is going to drive away. Out of turn number 4, the checkered flag is in the air for the 174 of Dayton Harper. Scott Simmons coming in the number 2 spot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, up on the docket next, it's going to be your Atterbury MFA Tire USRA Tuners. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right now the way it's going to line up for your USRA Tuners feature event is going to be the 93 of Daniel Barton, and on his outside, the 14 of Nicholas Cole. Row 2 on the inside is going to be the 3 of Philip Long, and on his outside, the 42 of Gregory Owens. Riding shotgun tonight is going to be the 9T of Robert Tosh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's been a little mishap with my race pass, so the official lineup is the 42 of Greg Owens, 9T of Robert Tosh on the outside, Daniel Barton on the inside of row number 2, and the 14 of Nicholas Cole on the outside. That's your Atterbury MFA Tire USRA tuners. We're going to take them 15 laps of the distance coming out of turn number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, the green flag is in the air. We're back to racing. Robert Tosh shuts the door on Greg Owens. Nicholas Cole gets a good run down the backstretch. Daniel Barton, we're 3 wide going into turn number 3. Robert Tosh, the man with a plan. He's out front right now. Greg Owens going to be battling it out with the 14 of Nicholas Cole. Daniel Barton right back there in the number 4 spot trying to find some ground. But it is the Robert Tosh show right now as he is out front by his lonesome like the chess club president on prom night. Nicholas Cole's moved up to the number 2 spot. Last week's feature winner, Greg Owens, going to do the high side hustle. Going to try to get something to work. Not going to get it to stick. Nicholas Cole's going to retain the number 2 spot. The 9T of Robert Tosh is the man with the plan as he's out front by his lonesome. He's got a straightaway lead on the rest of the pack as the 42 of Greg Owens. Daniel Barton moves around Nicholas Cole to the number 3 spot. But Robert Tosh is out front. Like I said, almost a full straightaway on the guy in second. Coming out of turn 4, the 9T is going to lead another lap. Oh, buddy, the 42 of Greg Owens gets a little too crazy going into turn 1. Oh, Daniel Barton bumping him in the back bumper saying, hey, guy, I'm here. Look out! Up over the infield tractor tire. Dukes a hazard style in that 42. Robert Tosh, the man out front. Daniel Barton's moved over to the number 2 spot because of a bobble from Greg Owens. But I tell you what, he took that little tuner car and ramped the infield tractor tire. Greg Owens driving it in hard down on the bottom side. That front bumper's dragging a little bit, but it ain't slowing him down. Oh, man. Greg Owens almost got a little too wide again in turn 1 and 2. Robert Tosh, your race leader. Daniel Barton sitting in the 2nd spot. Greg Owens in the number 3 spot, and Nicholas Cole has parked his car down on the infield of the track. Not sure what has happened there. But out of turn number 4. Nicholas Cole has got some things to say. Done through his helmet, and he is not happy with the 42 of Greg Owens. Ladies and gentlemen, the 9T of Robert Tosh is your race leader right now. Pure Stocks, can you please line up? Pure Stocks, line up for your feature event. Daniel Barton got a right front flat on that car. I'm not sure if he knows it, but the 93 car has got a flat on the front. Nicholas Cole down there still in a foul mood. Oh, Greg Owens goes around, takes it down into the infield there. He's going to keep her rolling. We're going to stay green flag racing. Robert Tosh down here in turn 1 and 2, moving around Daniel Barton. Daniel Barton's got a right front flat, but he's going to keep rolling, trying to stay ahead of the pace of the 42 to retain the number 2 spot. Out of turn number 4, the 9T of Robert Tosh is going to lead another lap. Daniel Barton right here in the 93 has got that right front flat plumb on the ground. Doctor's jackets in the air for the 9T of Robert Tosh. He's got a half a track around. Can he do it? Can he not bobble? Greg Owens got a run down the backstretch on Daniel Barton. Greg Owens takes it around. We got a flat tire drag race. Daniel Barton with a right front flat to the 2nd position. We have lost a tire, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure who it's off of. My guess is going to be the 42 because he's still sitting there. Ladies and gentlemen, the safety equipment is coming off. Down front, the man with a plan. He drove it like he stole it.
Watch 14.
The 9T of Robert Tosh. Robert, do a flip. That sounded weird because my name's Robert too, so it's like I was telling myself to do a flip.
I'll record it.
Midwest Mod drivers, report to the staging lane for your feature. Midwest Mod drivers, report to the staging lane for your feature. Ladies and gentlemen, give another round of applause for the 9T of Robert Tosh. Say cheese. Bye-bye, Robert. Turn your headlights on. It's getting dark. Robert Tosh over there, tonight's feature winner, going to make his way across the backside of the track at a snail's pace. Up next, we're going to have some Bobcat of Springfield Power Eye Pure Stock action here tonight. Greg Owens did lose the wheel. He literally drove the wheels off of it. Ladies and gentlemen, your Bobcat of Springfield Power Eye Pure Stock feature event of the night. Gonna line up a little something like this. Starting on the pole is gonna be the 05G of the Silent Stalker, Grayson McKinney. On his outside, the 8K of Tyler Knudsen. Row 2 on the inside is going to be the 23R of Jeff Reed. And on his outside, the 60 of Bobby Keith. Riding shotgun tonight is going to be the 47 of Robbie Leiber. And on, I forgot about Lenny. The 21 of Lenny Lipes going to be on the outside of row number 3. You better stomp on a loud pedal, buddy, because they're leaving you. You know, I know what it was. Lenny had to go tinkle before the race. That's why he's out here late. Safety crew gonna get the 42 of Greg Owens off of the track as he literally drove the wheels off of that car. Your Pepsi Power Eye Pure Stocks gonna go one more trip around the Coming out of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, the 05 of Grayson McKinney going to rock and roll down the front stretch and into turn number 1. Tyler Knudsen goes to the inside. Jeff Reed's going to poke his nose up there. You got a 3-car battle up front for the lead. McKinney, Knudsen, door-to-door drag race down the front stretch. Knudsen, McKinney, door-to-door drag racing it, silhouetting down the backstretch. Out of turn number 4, who's it going to be? The 05 of Grayson McKinney's going to lead a lap right there. Oh, Tyler Knudsen up to the door of McKinney, but McKinney's going to hold on to the race lead. Knudsen driving it like a man possessed as he's got Jeff Reed on the back bumper. Robbie Leiber, Bobby Keith back there battling it out for the 4th position, but Grayson McKinney, the man with the plan, he's up front. Lenny Lipe going to be some lap traffic as your race leaders are going to move down to the bottom side of him. McKinney's still going to hold the race lead, and Tyler Knudsen going to try to get around him. He's to the back bumper. The 05, the silent stalker out front. Tyler Knudsen in second. Jeff Reed third. Bobby Keith in 4th. Going down into turn 3. Jeff Reed takes it around in tricky turn 2. Tricky turn 2 claimed another victim. Right now, the way the field sets, it's the 05 of Grayson McKinney, the 8K of Tyler Knudsen, the 23R of Jeff Reed, the 21 of Lenny Lipe, and the 60 of Bobby Keith. The 47 of Rodney Libers pulled off the track, took a trip to the Heartbreak Hotel. Lights off. We're going to be green flag racing next time by. McKinney's going to be the man with the plan, lead them around the track. We're bumper to bumper, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to be a rip-roaring good time right here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, off the bottle, on the throttle. We're back to green flag racing. Rocking and rolling down the front stretch and into turn number 1. Grayson McKinney's going to lead them. Tyler Knudsen to the back bumper. Jeff Reed to the back bumper of Knudsen. Your top 3 going to be pulling away from the rest of the field as McKinney's going to stomp on the loud pedal and try to walk away from the rest of the pack. Crossing the stripe, your top 3 are pretty much bumper to bumper. Grayson McKinney, your race leader. He's going to cross the stripe. Tyler Knudsen, Jeff Reed, Bobby Keith, Lenny Lipe. That's how it's lined up right now. Grayson McKinney, the man out front. It's the Grayson McKinney Show here tonight. Lenny Lipe making a hard left turn into the infield. Gonna rip some donuts, pull a little Dukes of Hazzard move, but right now it's the Grayson McKinney Show as he is out front. Tyler Knudsen in second, Jeff Reed in third, Bobby Keith in 4th. Your Bobcat of Springfield, Power Eye, Pure Stock, putting on a great little run right here for you tonight. But coming out of turn number 4 is going to be the 05 of the silent stalker, Grayson McKinney. Tyler Knudsen, Jeff Reed, Bobby Keith. Lenny Lipe down on the infield. Two laps remaining for your race leader, the 05 of Grayson McKinney. Out of turn number 4, the doctor's jacket's going to be in the air. It's make it or break it time as McKinney's got one more trip around the historic Bolivar Speedway. Out of turn number 4, the checkered flag's going to be waving for the 05 of Grayson McKinney. Tyler Knudsen, Jeff Reed, and Bobby Keys, how your field ends up tonight. Safety gears coming off, window nets down, steering wheels off. Right now, rolling out onto the track, we got some Pettibone Tree Service POWRi Midwest Mod action. But before we get into that lineup, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for your pure stock winner tonight, the 05 of Grayson McKinney. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's how your Pettibone Tree Service POWRi Midwest Mod's gonna line up tonight, starting on the pole. Going to be the 64 of Pete Richardson, and on his outside, the 21K of Sam Keller. Row 2 on the inside is going to be the 5R of Dallas Richardson, and on his outside, the 45 of Colt Cheevers. Row 3 on the inside is going to be the 29 of Justin Oliver, and on his outside, the 21 of Kelby Keith. Row 4 on the inside is going to be the 17 of Rick Lampy, and on his outside, the XL7 of Colby Carter. Row 5 on the inside is going to be the 91 of the Young Gun, Hoyt Miller. On his outside, the 7R of Rich Reynolds. Row 6 on the inside is going to be the 5S of Jeff Kirkpatrick, and on his outside, the 4 of Caleb Rhodes. Bye-bye, Grayson McKinney's girlfriend.
Say hi to baby.
Be careful walking on those rocks. Be careful. For the love of the Lord, be careful. All right, I guess there's been a little correction, a little change on the plan. Right now, the way it sits, we got Pete Richardson, Rick Lampy, Colt Cheevers, Hoyt Miller, Justin Oliver, Caleb Rhodes, Sam Keller, and then that looks like the 21 of Kelby Keith. You got the XL7 of Colby Carter, Dallas Richardson, and then the 5S of Jeff Kirkpatrick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to drop the hammer. Rocking and rolling down the front stretch. Pete Richardson's going to lead him. Colt Cheevers to the back bumper. Rick Lampy in third. Hoyt Miller in fourth. Richardson, we got a caution out. Caution. Yellow is out. Yellow is out. Yellow is out. All right, green flag's back underway. Richardson out front. Cheever's down to the bottom side, driving it in hard on the bottom. Cheever's got to run down the back stretch. Out of turn number 4, Colt 45 is going to be your race leader. Richardson in second. All right, coming out of turn number 4, Colt Cheever's going to be your race leader. Pete Richardson, Rick Lampy, Hoyt Miller, your top 4. Colt 45 has got a great jump out front. Gonna come across the stripe once again. Hoyt Miller down to the bottom side of Rick Lampy. You got a door-to-door battle for the number 3 spot. And then you got some door-to-door battles here at the back of the field. But right now, Colt 45 Cheevers, the 3-wheeler, the man with a plan, is out front. He's trying to be gone like yesterday. Gonna come across out of turn number 4 once again. Colt Cheever's gonna be the race leader. We got one around in tricky turn 2. One around in tricky turn 2. That looks like the 4 of Caleb Rhodes going around over there in tricky turn 2. Guys, you ain't never gonna believe this. I just turned out one of the lights up here in the announcer's booth and I can see the track a whole lot better now. That's awesome. Lenny Lipe getting a little help from the push truck, tow truck, whatever you want to call it, but it looks like the chain broke on the front of it. All right, we got Lenny hooked up to the tow truck there. They're going to give him a ride back to pit row. So right now, the way it sits, you got the 45 of Colt Cheevers, Pete Richardson, Hoyt Miller, Rick Lampy. Apologize about that. Your top 4. The 21 of Kelby Keith rounding out your top 5. Justin Oliver, Dallas Richardson, Jess Fitzpatrick, I'm sorry. And Caleb Rhodes right there. And that looks like the XL7 of Colby Carter slowly making a way. Oh, he getting a push. I couldn't see the four-wheeler. He getting a push. Colby, turn your headlights on. I'm kidding, folks. These cars ain't got headlights. All right, we're going to do a Delaware double file restart. For those of you who don't know what that is, the leader is going to be out front by himself. The man in second is going to pick his line whether he wants top or bottom. So Pete Richardson's going to pick the bottom. That's going to put Hoyt Miller to the outside, and the rest of the field's going to file in from there. Delaware double file. Oh, the 29 of Justin Oliver making a hard right turn off the track. He's got a right rear flat. So Justin Oliver has a flat tire. So we're going to give Justin Oliver a couple laps to try to get that tire changed. Okay, we're going to be green flag racing. Cole Cheevers jumps out to the front. Pete Richardson in second. Hoyt Miller running third. Cole Cheevers out front. Richardson in second. Hoyt, the young gun, Miller running in third. Ladies and gentlemen, that kid is 13 years old, and he's out there running at the front of the pack with the big dogs. But right now it's the Cole Cheevers show as he's the man with the plan. Pete Richardson going to try to catch him to the back bumper. Richardson goes out of 4. Cheevers has got another lap in the books. Out of turn number 4, Colt 45. Cheevers is still out front. Richardson in second. But the 21 of Kelby Keith has moved up to the number 3 spot. That's going to put Lampy back to 5th. Rhodes trying to make a run on Richardson. Dallas Richardson around there. We got the halfway signal right now. We got halfway. Colt 45, Cheevers going to try to check out from the field as he's going to stomp on the loud pedal and move on around. Oh boy, thought he was going to get it a little too sharp in there, but he kept her under control. The field has kind of single filed out, a little bit of space in between each car. As it is Cheevers, Richardson, Miller, Keith, Lampy, Rhodes, Richardson, Fitzpatrick, and Carter. Yellow is out, yellow is out. We got a car, that looks like the 5F of Jess Fitzpatrick stopped up on the top of turn 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Delaware double file restart. We're going to get the one to go sign. Lights off. We're going to be green flag racing next time by Cheevers, Richardson, Miller, your top three. Again, the 91 is the young gun. He is 13 years old, and he is running with the big dogs at the front of the pack. This young man is going to do great things in the field of dirt track racing. Colt Cheevers going to lead them down the backstretch. We're going to snug them up, go bumper to bumper, stack them and pack them. Feel the work on into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stomp on the loud. Whoa! Richardson Cheevers, door to door down the backstretch. Richardson got a great jump off the restart. Cheevers capitalized and recovered, and he's back to the front. The 21 of Kelby Keith moving around the 91 of Hoyt Miller. But Cheevers back at the front of the field as he's going to stomp on the loud pedal. Hoyt Miller down to the bottom side of Keith. Door to door down across the stripe. Hoyt Miller trying to get a run on the bottom around the 21 of Kelby Keith. Oh, we got one around. That's the XL7 of Colby Carter. The XL7 of Colby Carter taking it around in tricky turn 2. You spin me right round. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry, folks. I won't sing anymore. All right, we're going to get the XL7 of Colby Carter spun around. We're going to stack them and pack them and get them ready to come back to the green flag. All right, single file restart here. Colt Cheevers the man out front. Pete Richardson, Kelby Keith, Hoyt Miller, Caleb Rhodes, your top 5. Rick Lampy just out of reach of the 5th spot in 6th. Out of turn number 4, we're going to stomp on the pedal and we're going to take the green flag underway. Single file down into turn 1 and 2. Cheevers stomping on the bad pedal as he's way out front of Richardson. Out of turn number 4, you're going to see the doctor's jacket in the air. One more trip around. It's make it or break it time. Hoyt Miller driving down to the bottom side of Kelby Keith. We got a door-to-door battle for 3rd. Into turn 3, they're going to go out of 4. The checkered flag's going to wave for the 45 of Colt Cheevers. Pete Richardson and the 91 of Hoyt Miller taking the 3rd spot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, talk about a rip-roaring good time there. I see the helmets off, window nets coming down, safety equipment's coming off. Ladies and gentlemen, the 45 of Cole Cheevers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got your A&J Towing and Auto Repair USRA stock cars. Here's how they're going to line up. Starting on the pole is going to be the 0F of Mason Beck. On his outside, the 20 of Robbie Jones. Row 2 on the inside is going to be the 174 of Derek Lampy, and on the outside, the 421 of Carla Lampy. I apologize, I got that backwards. It's the 35 of Zach Zygon, row 2 on the inside, Carla Lampy on the outside, and the 174 of Derek Lampy riding shotgun. Robbie Jones is stopped down here at the front of the track. Safety crew going to see what's the matter. All right, Robbie Jones going to catch up to the rest of the pack here, and we're going to get this race underway. 15 laps the distance. All right, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Lights off. Well, you know what that means. We're going to be green flag racing next time by here at the historic Bolivar Speedway for your A&J Towing and Auto Repair USRA stock cars. We're bumper to bumper. We're stacked. We're packed. We're ready to go. The flag man up there going to wait them out. Fill the work on into turn number 3. Yeah, to turn 4. Ladies and gentlemen, drop the hammer because we're green flag racing. Mason Beck going to lead him down into turn number 1. Robbie Jones right there to the inside back bumper. Zach Zygon to the back bumper. Everybody's bumper to bumper. Mason Beck going to try to get a run down the back stretch. Here comes the rest of the field. We're all bumper to bumper on the bottom side. Catfishing it tonight. Mason Beck going to lead lap number 1. Robbie Jones in second. Zach Zygon in third. Going to come across the stripe. Mason Beck, Robbie Jones, Zach Zygon, Carla Lampy, Derek Lampy. Mason Beck out front. He's the man with a plan. He's going to start to check out like my bank account on a Friday night from the rest of the pack. Robbie Jones hoping that he can run him down and find something to work. Down the backstretch there, going to go and into turn number 3. Out of 4, it is still the 0F of Mason Beck. Your field is kind of single filed out right now. Mason Beck, Robbie Jones, Zach Zygon, Carla Lampy, Derek Lampy. That's how the field is lined out right now. Zygon trying to get a run down on the bottom to get up to Jones. Derek Lampy going high up on turn number 2. Derek Lampy got a little too cattywampus over there in turn number 2, taking her up and sticking her on the backside of turn 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, lights off. We're going to be green flag racing. We're going to bumper to bumper them. Still the work on into turn number 3 and out of 4. We're going to stomp on the loud pedal. Green flags back in the air. Here we go. Zach Zygon trying to get a run on Robbie Jones, but Mason Beck in that 0F is going to walk away from the field. Out of turn number 4, Beck's going to have another lap in the book as he has led every single one of them. Get in the halfway mark from the flagman. We are home. We are halfway done with this race right here as it's the 0F of Mason Beck, Robbie Jones, Zach Zygon, and then you got Derek Lampy trying to battle it out with Carla Lampy. As Derek gets around Carla for the number 4 spot. Mason Beck going to lead another lap in the book. Robbie Jones, Zach Zygon, your top 3. Carla Lampy gets back around Derek Lampy for the number 4 spot. You got a Lampy show down here at the back of the pack. And I don't mean to pick favorites, but my money's on Carla. Mason Beck starting to pull away from the 20 of Robbie Jones. Robbie Jones got a charging 35 of Zach Zygon right there to the back bumper. And then you got the Lampy versus Lampy show down there at the back of the field. Gonna cross the stripe right now. Mason Beck, again, led every lap so far. It is the Mason Beck show tonight here at Bolivar Speedway. Out of turn number 4, we're going to see the white flag waving. One more trip around for Mason Beck. The field is kind of stretched out. Lampy put a little space between her and Derek. But right now, coming out of turn number 4, the checkered flag is in the air for the 0F of Mason Beck. Robbie Jones, Zach Zygon, Derek driving it in hard, not going to get it to stick. Carla Lampy takes 4th, Derek Lampy in 5th. Ladies and gentlemen, rolling out onto the track next is going to be your Show Me Rent Super Stocks. We're going to have a 10-lap shootout between the Superman, the 83K of Denny Fitzpatrick, and the G1 of G Money Nick Gibson. Oh, I see the helmet coming off. Oh, there's the steering wheel. Ladies and gentlemen, the 0F of Mason Beck. Do a flip. Hey, Hoyt Miller, come up to the announcer's booth. You got to come here. Yeah, I got somebody that wants to meet you. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for the 0F of Mason Beck. Yeah, I need Hoyt Miller to report to the announcer's booth. You know, the 91 of the young gun. Ladies and gentlemen, that right there is the Hoyt Miller. He's 13. 13 running with the big dogs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, lights off. We're going to be green flag racing next time by the Superman of Denny Fitzpatrick. G Money of Nick Gibson going to go green flag out of it. Come out of turn number 4. 10 laps the distance. It's going to be a mono-a-mono shootout. Ladies and gentlemen, off the bottle, on the throttle, out of turn 4. Here we go. Green flags in the air. We got a... All right, the G1 is G-O-N gone as he stomped on the loud pedal early out of the start. G Money Gibson out front. He's got her set on a rail tonight. The Superman of Denny Fitzpatrick in the number 2 spot. Going to try to run him down, but we're going to cross the stripe with the leader, Nick Gibson. Nick Gibson, he's still the man with the plan out front. Superman right there behind him, going to try to run him down, but Gibson is not lifting off the throttle as he's going to come out of turn 4 and lead another lap. We're going to come out of turn 4. We got 5 down, 5 to go for the G1 of Nick Gibson. Nick Gibson still your race leader as we come out of turn number 4. We're going to across the stripe. Nick Gibson starting to get a little bit of a bigger lead as he's got a straightaway on the Superman of Denny Fitzpatrick. Two more laps around. Doctor's jackets in the air. One more trip around for G Money Gibson as he's going to extend his lead on the Superman. Checkered flags waving for the G1 of Nick Gibson. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your Ramsey Ranch and Hay USRA P mods rolling out onto the track for their feature event of the night. It's going to line up the 9 of Sam Petty, the 33 of TJ White, the 28 of Crew Walburn. Oh, I almost missed it. Ladies and gentlemen, the G1 of G Money Nick Gibson. Tom, Angie, why are you not clapping for Nick Gibson? Tom, Angie, can you hear me? How come you weren't clapping for our street stock or super stock winner? You can't hear me? Oh, all right then. Can you hear me now? All right, it's whatever. Green flags in the air. Sam Petty jumps out to an early race lead. Crew Walburn in the number 2 spot. TJ White right back there in the 3rd position. Sam Petty, the man out front. Crew Walburn going to try to run him down. TJ White hanging out back there into the number 3rd spot. Gonna come across the stripe, Sam Petty, Crew Walburn, TJ Whited, single file, spaced out, fairly good. Sam Petty is on a mission tonight as he's gonna drive that 9P right into victory lane as long as he doesn't bobble it. Oh no, oh, wait a minute. He's going to keep her rolling. We're staying green. TJ Whited goes around in treacherous turn 4, but he kept her rolling. The 33 of TJ White gonna make a hard right turn to pit road. He's gonna be taking a trip to the Heartbreak Hotel. His night is done. Tough break for him. But right now, Sam Petty, he's out front by his lonesome like the chess club president at prom night. And he has got the hammer down. Crew Walburn right there gonna try to run him down. Sam Petty going to lead another lap as he's got a straightaway on the 28 of Crew Walburn. Sam Petty going to cross the stripe once again. He is a man with a plan. He's led every lap so far. It is the Sam Petty show right now as he's out front by his lonesome. Coming out of turn number 4, Doctor's jacket is in the air for the 9P of Sam Petty. He's got one more trip around the historic Bolivar Speedway. Crew Walburn right there into the number 2 spot. Down the backstretch, Petty's gonna go. Checkered flag for the 9P of Sam Petty. Crew Walburn gonna take second. I see the helmet off. The helmet's off. Window nets down. Safety belts are coming off. That is a bright yellow shirt. Good Lord, I need my sunglasses. Ladies and gentlemen, the 9P of Bad Fast Sam Petty. Congratulations, Sam. Great driving tonight. Those of you that are still in attendance, if you could, please pick up your trash and put it into one of our trash receptacles. Please be safe on your trip home. Thank you all for coming out. If you're watching on Springfield if you were watching on ShowMeDirt.tv, thank you for tuning in, but we would like to see your smiling face here at the track. From everybody here at Bolivar Speedway, thank you once again, and we'll see you next Sunday for round number 7.